my wrist like this much. And by him doing just like simple little things made me be able to do really everything. And that really, I don't know, that specific thing made me want to help. The physical therapy school was just way too expensive. It was way too expensive. I mean, that's what I always wanted to do. I always wanted to help someone to some capacity, but I just didn't know how. I remember killing it. I remember being very good at this from the get-go. From the get-go, when I set my mind to something, I achieve it. I mean, this is rewarding. I mean, I have the best job. I love what I do. I ruptured my patellar tendon, and I just took a little step and my knee just snapped. But with my knee injury, I was down in the dumps, if I'm being honest. It was tough.
What's happening, folks? I am here in West Portal outside Precision Strength Training, where I'm about to interview the owner, Carlos. Today, we're going to be talking about his story and how it all led to him opening up this amazing facility right here in West Portal in San Francisco. Let's check it out. Before we get into this podcast, can you do me a massive favor and subscribe to this YouTube channel? Our goal here at Ignite Fit Life is to build the Bay Area's fittest community. And you're going to help me do that by subscribing to this channel. Enjoy the episode. Carlos.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome to the show.
Hey man, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your weekend to be here. I really appreciate
for sure.
it.
Hey, I'm happy to be here. Thanks, man.
Of course.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is take it back, way back. Like, let's reel back the years here. And let's talk about, was fitness always part of your life, or was it something that you adopted when you got older? Talk to me a bit more about that.
Well, I was born and raised here in the city. My parents were immigrants. They came here in the 80s. And I grew up playing soccer. I was a competitive soccer player throughout the Bay Area. So my life was really into soccer, really most of my life since from 8 until I was like 18, playing competitive soccer. Yeah, I played a lot of sports growing up. Really, athletics was my thing. I wasn't very good at school. I was very just like a shy, quiet kid, but I liked to be outside. I liked kicking the ball. There was a point where let me backtrack. When I was 17, I broke my wrist. I had to get a couple surgeries and I had to go to physical therapy. So that's really when my love for personal training and like physical therapy really came about. I really fell in love with how my physical therapist really kind of cared about my well-being, about my arm. I was a soccer player. I really didn't need my wrist, but seeing how much he cared and how much knowledge this particular guy had really kind of made me fall in love with this type of stuff. So from 17 years old, my goal was really to have my gym, to have my gym that I have now, Precision Strength Training. And throughout the years, I was just really kind of preparing myself to literally this point here where I am in my life. 33 years old, I have a beautiful wife, 2 great kids, and now I have my business. So really in a nutshell, that's really how my beginning came, was when I injured myself. My first kind of big injury as a kid. I was only 17, getting exposed to physical therapy and really wanting to be a physical therapist, but it really transitioned into doing personal training. Yeah, pretty much that's really how I got into this position. I mean, there's so much in between. After high school, I went to SF State. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in kinesiology. That was in 2015. And then from there, I transitioned into personal training. Where I first started was at a small little studio here in the city. It was run by a man that was an athletic trainer. He was a exercise physiologist at Cal at Berkeley. So with that kind of exposure, I got to see how things worked in like a personal training environment. I got to see really a lot of stuff there. I was able to train a lot of people I train people with disability, like physical disabilities, people with all sorts of injuries, people with all walks of life, different backgrounds, different fitness levels, and really just I kind of just absorbed a lot of that stuff, and that particular experience really kind of made was in part of what made me be the trainer that I am now. I got my degree at SF State. I worked a ton, and then years later I went to get my master's degree at Concordia. I got my master's degree in applied exercise science. And from there, from all my experience training people one-on-one, doing classes at the gym we met at HitFit, I really just acquired a lot of experience to really kind of give a person an experience or a service that would help them in the long run in their life. And that's really like my philosophy when it comes to my gym and also like why I train. It's all intentful. I really kind of dedicated my life to provide someone with something that they could take away and do something outside of being in this room. You know, like I'm training people for them to support their lifestyle. Really whatever they do. They can be an athlete, or they could be like a dad like me, or really whatever. But yeah, that's really how everything kind of came about.
Of course, I mean, that's great. I mean, obviously you've got, a huge background here.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that it took, I suppose, it's weird, isn't it, how it's like, it takes you breaking your wrist.
Exactly.
Just a negative time
For sure.
in your life to really spark something inside of you that makes you want to kind of mold yourself towards wanting to do something similar with your life.
For sure.
With me, it's the same thing. I grew up in an environment almost where people didn't necessarily take care of themselves, And then with that, it was, I grew up just loving, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like this, first, I don't know why. If you see me at 4 years of age, like I'm literally in photos doing that, And I loved watching Arnold Schwarzenegger and the rest of them, with the physique and stuff like that. And it's always been motivating to me, so it's always been on my mind. But I'll tell you a story about the one thing that made me realize that fitness was amazing. Was like I had this. He wasn't my cousin, but we'll call him my cousin Craig, right? He was my godmother's son, but he was like in a vegetated state. He couldn't walk, talk, he couldn't he had to be fed through a tube, right? So it was, at that point, I used to go and like visit him an awful lot, right? And my dad throughout the years, for some reason, don't know why, but he used to always get me to do push-ups, and I was really good at push-ups because of that, right? So maybe that's kind of like, as you can see, there's dominoes, right?
Yeah.
But this certain kid, he, when I went to his house, I don't know what made me do it, but because I was doing it for my dad, and I saw how it kind of, my dad used to always love it when I did it.
Yeah.
I did the push-ups for him, and he just laughed. And every time I did those push-ups for him, and it created this bond between the two of us, where it was like, wow, he's in in a position that I just can only imagine, and me doing push-ups takes him away from that for just a few moments, and just laughs at me just doing something as simple as a push-up. So for me, it kind of triggered my response to how fitness has always been something of a positive trait or of positivity in people's lives,
For sure.
So I said taking a negative from the thing, but his position, it's not necessarily the most positive position, But as I grew up and I've noticed these things throughout my life, I've noticed that once you apply yourself with walking and eating right, it makes a huge difference as to how you are mentally. Because if you look at Arnold Schwarzenegger, for me, I was like, this guy is in a serious condition, but he's super famous because he puts himself through those kind of, rigorous workout routines. And I always thought that was the reason why he's so famous, because it gave him the clear mind to get to that point. And the more I learned about it, then I was like, that's the way it was. But again, it's incredible, the stuff that you learn from when you were younger that can mold you to who you are today.
Sure.
So let's take it back to that kind of wrist injury though. Like talk to me a bit more about, that position. Do you play like were you a goalkeeper? Like, were you?
No,
What,
I was a striker. I was
Okay.
forward. I was the guy that
All right.
scored the
And then,
goals.
and then you broke your wrist, and then from that point on, like, what was your mindset around there? You know, because
Let's see.
if you can remember, I mean, it's a
No,
while
dude,
ago.
hey, it's very vivid for me, for
Yeah.
sure. Let's see. I was 17. I remember the play. Someone gave me a through ball. I ran. Someone kicked me in the leg, and I just fell like that. And I broke a little bone. I broke a little bone in my wrist. But that was really my season. I couldn't play anymore because I had to have a cast. And I was 17, and I was pretty good. I think I was pretty good. I think I was pretty good. But really, that's where things came into terms with me. Like, okay, Carlos, you're not going to be a pro. You're not going to be a pro athlete. You could be good, but I don't think that was on the table for me. And at the time, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a pro soccer player, and I was like, okay, what else? I mean, what else am I going to do? I'm going to do, okay, let me do like business or something. I was like, okay. But me breaking my wrist was really the point where I was like, okay, getting my surgery, which was, I mean, it was fine, but just being immersed in an environment where people were just trying to get their lives back. I mean, I didn't have my life. I could do a lot of stuff. I was still in school, but I was fortunate enough to have someone to just help me kind of regain my motion back. And really, that's really all it is. If it wasn't for me breaking my wrist, I don't know. I could have been a chef right now. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't even know you.
Yeah, it's true.
So
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's super crazy.
It just transformed your whole
exactly
your life as to where and it molds and shapes you to who you are going to be. It's just incredible. That's what I love. You know, I love thinking about that type of stuff. You know, and what life would be like. You know, without that. You know, if that events didn't happen.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the care that you were given around your wrist at that time. And that's what kind of triggered you more towards like wanting to become, one of them.
Yeah.
You know, why was that so important to you at that time, you know? I mean, if you think about it, I mean, it must be just something like ingrained in you to like the care behind it that's the reason you were, like you broke your wrist, but it was the care behind it that just transitioned you a little bit. And why was that such a big factor at that point, if you can remember?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I grew up in an environment where I was really cared for. I mean, I had really good parents, and just having some sort of care like that from another individual, I don't know, that resonated a little bit with me. And it almost kind of fascinated me where after my surgery and after my bandages were off, I only could move my wrist like this much. And by him doing just like simple little things made me be able to do really everything. And that really, I don't know, that specific thing made me want to help. I remember as a kid, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be a soccer player, but maybe I can help someone else be a professional soccer player, help them get to that position where I can get them stronger, or maybe they hurt themselves and I can get them back on the playing field. That's where my mindset was from 17 throughout my going to college. And then it just kind of transitioned to, I don't want to just help athletes. I want to help moms. I want to help dads. I want to help professionals. I want to help athletes as well, but people who just don't know. I mean, this is very specific. You could watch all the videos you want online, and doing this on your own is just different. It's just different. So I kind of really sat down and was like, okay, I want to be as prepared as I can to provide someone with something so they can feel better about themselves, but in a way is very purposeful with some intention. So I'm not going to just like have a soccer player just run up and down in here or something like that. So everything is with a purpose, and that's really that's my philosophy as a trainer, and what I want to do in this setting here. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, I love that. And then you said once that happened, you were put into an environment. Was there other people that you were surrounded by that were kind of going through similar things, and you were just like?
Yeah, no, there was a lot of people that were. I mean, not a lot, but I got to see a lot of different people in this clinic. I saw older people with knee replacement. I was the only kid in there. There was no other kid that was as young as me, but I got to see a lot of people with various things, with foot issues or knee issues, hip issues. I had my wrist. Yeah, so there was a lot of people in there, and I got to see that really on a weekly basis, and that was really my first time ever seeing something like that. I don't like hospitals. I was super scared getting my surgery. I was only a kid. I was 17. I was 17. Getting put under was very weird, but that experience after that was it was nice. It was nice. It made me feel a certain way, which I mean, I never felt like that before. Yeah, with someone that I just didn't know. I mean, it was this man's job, but he did it in a way that just, I was able to move again, which was
enjoy
just,
it, yeah.
it was nice.
That's awesome.
It was nice.
That's great, man. I love
I just wanted to do that. I wanted to do that for another person. I mean, that's what I always wanted to do. I always wanted to help someone to some capacity, but I just didn't know how. So
Yeah, no, that's perfect, man, because yeah, it just sometimes that's all it takes.
yeah.
You know, that's all it takes. And
For
people
sure.
will go down one road or the other when stuff like that happens to them. You know, and it just takes that little spark of inspiration from someone else. You can almost see them as like a mentor in some form of way as well, because they did show you what care was and how it can apply to people, and or how you can apply it to people, and how that will, you know, try and transform your life. Or other people will just go, I'm not a professional footballer anymore, and then they just go down the very slippery slope of, you know, or why not just take the positive route of this, you know? And I think like having the emotional maturity at 17 to kind of see that, it takes, you know, it takes emotional maturity to realize that.
Yeah, for
you know?
sure. Oh, I believe so. Yeah.
100%, you know? So that's great. But let's like fast forward a little bit more. So you became a trainer.
Yep.
Yeah, and then from that point on, where did it all begin for you? Like, where did you work? Who did you start working with? I mean, I remember my first client. Do you remember your first client and how that felt? Like, talk to me a bit more about like your story with your very first clients and where it was.
Yeah. So this was at a studio here in the city in Glen Park, and when I first started, when I was first exposed to personal training, I was only an intern. I was a senior at SF State. It was my capstone class where I had to do an internship, log hours, really have some observational hours from a specific person where I wanted to be. So the field that I chose was personal training. I wanted to be a physical therapist, but I didn't, at that time, I didn't think that was in the cards for me. It was just it was just kind of transitioning from getting my bachelor's degree and then moving on to going to physical therapy school. At that point, I wanted to make some money. I wanted to make some money, and I wanted to already start my career. And honestly, the physical therapy school was just way too expensive. It was way too expensive. Let's see, at that time, my wife and I just got married, and I was 23 when I graduated from college. And soon after that, we were expecting our first daughter, Alina. And that was more than 10 years ago. I graduated let me backtrack. Yeah. So in my capstone class, I had to be an intern at this spot in Glen Park, and from there, that's really how it came about. I was an intern, and the guy was gracious enough for me to train his clients while he would observe me, and he would kind of give me critiques. And all that. From there, I graduated college, I got my personal training certificate, and then from there, that's when I first started making money. And that was in 2015 where I was a professional personal trainer. Now, I wasn't just training like my brother, I wasn't training like my little friends. Now I'm like making money with a person that I don't know, and they're paying this guy, and that guy's paying me. So yeah, the transition was fine. I mean, I got to learn from a good teacher. I learned just so much just being immersed by just different people. And that's what I tell personal trainers all the time, is like try to work with as many different people as you can, because that's really, and that goes with everything else. It's like you're getting exposed to so many things. It's so now when I'm 10 years in, someone can walk in through the door and be like, "Oh, I hurt myself here." Okay. Oh yeah, I know how to do that. I know to help you get back into shape, or help you get back to where you wanted, or where you want. But my first client, I don't remember my actually first client, but I remember killing it. I remember being very good at this from the get-go. From the get-go, when I set my mind to something, I achieve it. I mean, this is a product of that. I mean, I've been working my tail off to get to this point. This could have been done years ago, I could have done something like this, but I had it ingrained in my brain that I wanted to really be as prepared as I can to kind of have someone let me take care of their prized possession, which is, I mean, their bodies, which is their body. And I think that's a big old deal for me. Yeah. That's a big deal for me. I don't let just anybody like do things with my body. You know what I'm saying? It's like, won't just go, I'm also a massage therapist. I'm not just gonna go to any massage therapist. I wanna hear your credentials. I wanna see what you do or blah, 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 and all that stuff. So that's a really, really big deal for me, and that's to this day where having someone kind of trust me and trust in my specific process.
It's such an experience, isn't it? I don't think they realize that as much. Maybe they do, but maybe they don't. But in my opinion, I don't think people realize how, as a trainer, coming on board to trust us to get them to where they need to go. Yeah. And it's like, for me, I learned from, being a personal trainer over the past 15 years, it's like how much you really have to enjoy the journey to get from point A to point B. Sure. And, for us as coaches, it's very important to keep our clients grounded so that when they, so that they don't try and rush the process to get them to where they need to go. Yep. I've got a client now with me for the past year, and he's only really seeing the massive benefits of it all, really though, but sometimes it just takes that time to get them to that point. And if there's going to be tweaks, but when just be patient, enjoy this journey, and then to get them to that point, and then for them to just like trust us to get to that, it's a whole different experience. So that's why I love my job, and it's so addicting, and the environment is just so positive, and the best thing for me is just like, is when they come in a certain state, and you're able to just put on your DJ voice and calm them down, and like de-stress them and let them enjoy the workout, and then go back to whatever situation they're going on in life in it with a better mindset. For sure. As well, and these are the skills that you adapt over years of personal training with people. It's your first time, you're like, okay, let's do this and let's do that, and you don't realize too much, but as you can mature into being a trainer and a coach, you adapt more, you adapt you get better instincts on people, your intuition grows with people, and when they walk through the door, you know exactly what's wrong with them, and you try to change their state at that moment. And I think that's such a beautiful thing, and being able to, have those clients help you, trust you to get them to that point, it's such a beautiful experience, overall.
I mean, there's a level of vulnerability like coming into an environment like this. I mean, people aren't used to it. And I feel like I'm so successful because of my experience, but also, I mean, the person that I am. I'm very like chill. I'm not telling people to like drop and give me 20. It's the way I teach people is really how you and I are talking. It's just like, it takes time. It takes really time to get to where you are. Like with anything, it takes time to build the strength. It takes time to build the mobility, or really whatever the heck you want to accomplish. But it takes time. It takes baby steps and purposeful like things given to you to kind of get to that position, which it's hard for a person to kind of know that when they're coming in here, they have no idea what they're getting into. And it's intimidating. It's nice to give someone that experience where they walk out and they're like, you know what, hey, it's pretty good. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun.
It is like that though, because it's up to us to be able to do that. Because if you come in here, you're training with they come in here for the first time, they train with you, and you're like push-ups, burpees, battle rope, wall balls. It's like, I'm never going back there again. No. Like it was the worst experience. No, it's just like, okay, what we're going to do is your first week to 2 weeks, we're going to practice form.
Yeah.
The weight's got to be light. You may feel sore tomorrow, but my goal is to make sure you understand how to lift correctly.
For sure, you have to.
And then after a while, like if it's not comfortable, we'll change it up and we'll figure out the exact plan that's suitable towards you. And then once we're going to mold that over in the first like month, and we'll get you to that point, but you're still going to see strength benefits. For sure. Because we're going to help you progressively overload over the next like 4 weeks. Have to. So it's like, we're at that complete beginner stage where if me and you walk into a gym, we're just going to smash some weights around, right? And if we do that for the client for their first time training, it's like, it's not going to go down.
They're gonna crawl out of here. I wouldn't have a job.
Just like,
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah. Oh,
Sure.
yeah. No, you won't.
No,
Yeah.
but that's something that, you know, we as coaches really have to
Yeah.
kind of like keep in mind as well, because people do, anybody that walks through that door, like our fitness classes are mental when we were teaching them,
Yeah,
you know, at Hit Fit together and stuff. And
Yeah.
people walking through that door for the first time and seeing other people just go nuts, it's intimidating, you know.
Very
You have to be like, hey, how are you doing? Are you doing okay? Just take it easy. If you need to go outside and drink some water, then go ahead and do it. Just come back in, and you know, we have to make them feel comfortable.
Exactly.
You know?
Hey, that's the thing. You have to be comfortable for sure, because you're also building relationships with this person. I mean, I always say I'm a massage therapist. I'm a personal trainer. I'm also a therapist. I mean, people confide in me, and I get to know a person being in this environment, which is, I mean, like I said, it's so nice. It is. It's so nice just to be a part of someone's life in that aspect, and just helping them get to somewhere, you know. So yeah, it's very rewarding. I mean, I have the best job. I love what I do. Other than being a dad, like, I love this.
Yeah,
I
right.
love this.
Yeah. And it, you know, I'll take it back to, remember what I was saying, you have to have some sort of like emotional maturity where after breaking your wrist to kind of like look at the positive side of things and move into what you were doing, right? You do. Just in regards to, you know, the emotional maturity side of it, how much do you think just being like self-aware and having some sort of like EQ, like emotional intelligence, I suppose. How much do you think that like applies to? Like, I don't think everybody can be a trainer, because you have to have empathy. You need to be able to step into the shoes of other people and see what's going on in order for you to kind of like be with them and get them to where they need to go.
Yeah.
You know, and that requires a lot of like EQ, you know, emotional intelligence. In my opinion, it does, and I think that's what's allowed me to, you know, become more emotionally intelligent and more self-aware.
Yeah.
In your opinion, you know, how important is that? And have you felt that throughout your years of coaching?
I think it's very important. I mean, for me to give a person a good product, I also have to be feeling good too. You know what I'm saying? Like with my knee injury, I'm not always getting injured, but with my knee injury, I was down in the dumps. If I'm being honest, it was tough. Yeah. But having like, let's see, like me, like regulating myself and just really, like you said, having some empathy for a person that has never done something like this. I mean, you have to have it to be successful. If you're gonna provide someone with some sort of service, like you have to know, first of all, how it feels. You have to know how it feels, and if you're not fully there, I think it'll be definitely hard to provide something to someone if you're not feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but like if you're not fully there and fully invested, it's like people are investing in you and investing in themselves with this type of stuff. Yeah. So yeah, having that EQ, yeah, I mean, for sure, you have to have that mindset so you can actually change someone else's mindset. Like if I'm not really practicing what I'm preaching, it's like, how am I going to teach someone that if I'm not doing it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's a big thing for me. I mean, I'll train all the time, and I'll do my very best to take care of my body. That's just being a good example to my clients. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a big deal.
Definitely,
I think that's a very big deal.
A year ago, 11, 12, 13 months ago, I quit drinking.
Oh wow. Dude, that's good.
Bro, like, you know what I was like? You know? And it just came to a point where I just had to like stop, you know, it's too much. I've got a lot of responsibility. I'm now engaged to Samantha.
Ooh, congrats.
You know, which is awesome. But like,
awesome.
With that, you know, we got engaged and it was the same vacation for, you know, sorry, it was a year ago, we were on vacation and I decided like, I'm done with the whole drinking point. It's pointless, right?
That's
but
great.
With that, over the past year, and being able to stick to that, it has allowed me to become, just to change my life completely.
Oh, that's good.
And people that work with me notice. And people are really, you know, trust me a hell of a lot more because I am practicing everything that I've basically become the person that I've always wanted to be. That I've always been. I was this person on the weekend, and then I was this person during the week. And I was having a double life. right? And that was my issue.
Yeah.
And I was trying so hard to get rid of the person on the weekend. Like it was a difficult time for a long time to try and get rid of that person that I built up from when I was a teenager. Because when I was a teenager, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just having fun. But I didn't realize how difficult it was going to be to just get rid of that person, right? And then it came to that point last year and I did it, and it's great and it's amazing.
Yeah,
but
it's amazing.
What I'm trying to get at is when we come to the EQ side of things and the emotional intelligence and stuff like that, it's like I've built so much of that just in the last year that I'm able to have way more empathy for other people and my clients coming through the door and being able to like coach them in a way that allows them to become a better version of themselves. And that's what Ignite Fit Life is all about as well. I've been through the struggles of, you know, the mental health struggles and stuff like that. And I know what it takes to get past that and get into a better way of life. And the best way to do that is through health and fitness and strength training, and but most importantly, community, you know, and the people you surround yourself with. Exactly. And just trying to help build that positive environment around you to get people to that point. And I think that as coaches, we are able to provide that, you know.
For sure.
So that's a huge thing with what we do, which is awesome. Let's talk about the injury though, you know. Yeah, it's like, no, not the injury. I mean, look, we were at HitFit together, you know, things were going pretty smoothly. You loved your boxing, you were with Leo, things were going really, really well. And then, bam, knee injury. And you know, looking from afar, I saw how difficult it was for you because you didn't get to do the things that you loved. And this is why I wanted the emotional intelligence conversation to come first, because I do believe that building that up over the past few years. But talk to me, before we get into your mental state, all right, before we get into the mental state of what you were going through, talk to me about how your family got involved. I want to know like your wife and stuff like that, because I think if look, I'm not going to say anymore. Go.
Oh my God.
What's happening, folks? Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Just give me 60 seconds of your time and we'll get right back into it. Have you ever found it difficult to find the time throughout your busy schedule to work out or even be consistent with your workouts? Well, don't worry, folks. That's exactly why I designed the Inner Fire program. The Inner Fire program is a 60-day workout program. You've got 5 workouts a week, 2 strength, 2 HIIT, and 1 mobility session. These workouts are literally 30 minutes or less that you can do anywhere, in the gym, even at home, or even in your office if you wanted to. You'll become part of a community of like-minded individuals that will be there to support you along the way so that you can become the best version of yourself. You will have the guidance of a coach and the support of the community to help you get you from where you are now to where you want to be. If this is something that you want to get involved in, folks, go to the link in the description, click it, and join now. You've got your first 7 days for free.
Well, just to kind of give details, like I ruptured my patellar tendon. That was the devastating part. There was other things that happened in my knee, but that was what got repaired with my surgery. This happened when I was sparring. So I could go on to like what happened afterwards, but my family was the real MVP. My wife, I mean, I wouldn't be here without my wife, if I'm being honest. Like, me rupturing my patellar tendon was one of the hardest things like I've ever been through. I mean, the pain, minus the pain. I mean, just the aftermath of it. My freedom was taken away from me. I couldn't do anything. I was a vegetable on the couch for 5 months. Like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't help my wife. I couldn't provide. I couldn't work. I couldn't come down here and train my clients. I was doing things online. But physically I was unable to do anything. I couldn't cook. I couldn't stand. I couldn't use the restroom. I couldn't shower myself. My wife really helped me with literally everything on top of us having our two great kids. She was doing everything, and I was just like, just not like this, but I was just sitting back and just really watching this woman do wonders. And it put a lot of things in perspective for me as a dad, as a husband, as a trainer. That's when really I was like, you know what? And this was maybe a couple months in, because the first couple months I was if I'm being honest, I was very depressed. If you guys go on my Instagram, my hair was long. I mean, and that's because I couldn't get a haircut. I couldn't get into cars. I couldn't get to cars. My beard was super big, and my leg was just messed up. It was just messed up, and it was really hard at that point. At that point with Leo, shout out to Leo Larson, my boxing coach. Him and I were just training. We were training for that specific day, for my sparring day, where him and I were training twice a week. I was taking his class, and we were training for sparring. I wanted to see how well I do. And I think I did really good. I sparred 8 rounds, and my last 2 rounds, I was warming someone up and I was cooling down, and I just took a little step, and my knee just snapped. It just snapped, and I was on the ground. My kneecap was up here. Yeah, it sucked. It sucked.
So stupid.
And I know it was, and
Not
I felt no. I mean,
but
it's
the
just
situation.
it's stupid. Yeah, it is stupid. Yeah, no, my wife and my kids, they're really the real MVP. I was very sad, very sad. It gets me sad now just talking about it. It just makes me feel bad. It really put me in a place where it was like, fuck. I was like, how am I gonna get out of this? This is like one of the worst things that could happen to someone's knee, especially how athletic I was and how fitness and sport or the boxing is like. I love boxing. I haven't boxed since then, and this was in March. My injury was March 26th of 2024. And I got surgery 3 weeks later. That was the worst 3 weeks ever, because it sucked. It sucked. My surgery went fine. The pain after my surgery really was the most excruciating pain I've ever felt in my life. But having the support of my wife, my kids, my mother was a big supporter too. I mean, I honestly, I couldn't have done it without them. I couldn't have done it by myself. No.
Yeah, I mean,
Nope.
it is. I mean, and at that point, I mean, you were kind of like separated for a little while, and you guys kind of got back together. Is that correct?
Yeah. So that was years ago.
Okay.
That was years ago, but I mean, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Like, no. All this has been a team effort. Me getting my knee better, it wasn't just me. There's days now where I'm like, fuck. Oh, excuse me. I was like, dang, like, am I ever gonna be back to where I was? I have those thoughts all the time, but it's me kind of having what we were talking about, just like me getting myself back, like, yeah, you could do it. You've helped others do it. Now it's just your turn to do it to yourself. And that gets me up. That gets me up every day. It's like, okay, I wanna be able to chase my kids around. Yep. I can't. I'll walk around and chase them, but it's like I can't even cross the street with a jog. Like I just can't do that. No.
Even till now.
No, even till now. Like I'm just not there. I'm just not there yet. And it's also it's scary, if I'm being honest. It's a patience game, and it's also just like a mental game too, where I have to take.
Talk to me about that though. I definitely want to hear more about like the mental side of it. I mean, because look, again, you had your little incident when you were younger with your wrist, and you took the positive from the negative, and you became who you were today. You know, but this is a way bigger issue, because not only does it take away like providing for your family, which is the most important thing, but it also takes away from your career, and being able to jog across the roads. You got to make sure you got to do what you got to do. Like where when it comes to those times of just like you're feeling a little bit down, what are you doing to kind of like reignite that spark and just do you know what, I've got this, I'm moving forward? Talk to me a bit more about that.
Yeah, I mean, I sound like a broken record, but it's my wife. Just talking to her, she's the person that I talk to. Like, hey, her name is Fabi. It's like, hey, whenever I'm just not sure of just how I'm feeling, I always ask her. She's always real, always real. That's the way I like it. Just hey, straightforward, and just that's it. I mean, this is an ongoing struggle. It's an ongoing struggle, and I tell my clients this all the time. Because they ask me like, oh, hey, how's your knee? I have good days, I have bad days. There's days where I feel good. I feel good. I wake up good, and there's some days where it's just like I just can't.
It's like non-actual. It's like, hey, I'm still here, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like I just can't. I don't want to. It's like I've been working at it since last year. It's like, if it's not getting better, it's like, what the fuck? Like why? But I mean, this is what I love to do. And I think this is me experiencing this is just going to help me be a better, first off, husband, father, and coach. Like, I know how this feels. If someone comes in like, oh, and I've trained a bunch of people with various knee injuries, like, I know how it physically feels. I know how it feels not being able to walk. I know how it feels not being able to relate. Yeah, I could relate, exactly. And I think that's one of the bigger things with this experience is that it's more relatable for me now, and I actually know how it feels, and I can provide someone with that, like you said, like that empathy. Like, hey man, I know how that feels. I'm gonna help
in their
you.
shoes.
Yeah, I've been in their shoes. I'm gonna help you as I've helped myself, or as I'm helping myself. And I mean, I work with a physical therapist, which is great too. But yeah, no, mentally, it's some days are hard. Some days are hard, and I'm not gonna lie, some days are hard. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, I want to do more things, and I'm unable to do it, and it fucking drives me nuts.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
I mean, even for the little things, because I think a lot of people don't realize how much they have until it's gone, you know? And I think there's a lot of like, let's just be real here for a second. I'm not saying you are, but I just say it's very common today because we have an abundance of everything.
Yeah.
A lot more people are unhappy, and with that, people are very ungrateful. But even if you break a pinky finger, you realize, fuck, I actually kind of need that.
Yeah,
well, I didn't realize how much I needed my pinky finger.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that, you know, with that being said, just in terms of like gratitude and appreciation, you know, how much has that been a part of your life, or just being able to see someone jog across the road and you're just like, I can't believe I can't even do that.
Dude, I say that all the time. I wish I could run. I wish I could run. I couldn't even drive. I couldn't even my kids, their school is like a couple blocks away. I couldn't even do that. I couldn't even get into my car. I mean, my leg was like this in an immobilizer, and I couldn't get in the car. I couldn't drive. So like seeing people like running or boxing, seeing videos of all our friends boxing and teaching and all that stuff,
Doing
like
high rocks events.
Oh my God, that was, I mean, it's still hard. It's still hard seeing that, because like I want to do it so bad, and it's just, I mean, it's tough. It's tough, but it's little by little. Like I said before, it's just like it's baby steps to get really where you want to be. I want to be back to maybe not doing competitive sparring or anything like that. I mean, I'm not a professional, but I was in there, and I had a great time. I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. That's what I was really preparing myself for that day, and it was fun. I had a great time. Minus me just like blowing up my knee, but it was fun.
The experience leading up to it was amazing. And then
it was amazing, and I learned a ton, and I think I did pretty good. But seeing everyone else's lives kind of keep going and mine was just at a standstill was very, very hard. Yeah. It was very hard for me. And I'm not gonna lie, it's still tough. Sure. It's still tough, for sure.
And I'm sure, is there light at the end of the tunnel here? Are you kind of just doing what needs to be done? How is it looking overall?
My knee's looking, I can move it, but I just can't do that vigorous type of stuff. And also, it's scary. If I'm being honest, it's scary. It's scary for me.
It's like just certain particular like movements. You're just like, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, or just like when I'm just by myself and thinking about, it's like, oh man, I wish when I start boxing again, it's gonna be fun. But oh shoot, what if that happens to me again?
Oh,
like that goes into my brain all the time, and that's something I'm like, okay, Carlos, maybe don't think about that.
So that's the kind of mindset right now that you're kind of like dealing with. You know,
sometimes.
It's kind of like
sometimes.
Okay, let's call it trauma.
Yeah, for sure, definitely trauma. So like, yeah, that scares me. I mean, I broke my wrist, and I transitioned into boxing. So this went away. That went away, because I was also afraid too. It's like, oh shoot, what if I fall again and break it? I was like,
Yeah, next time you'll be doing kickboxing.
I definitely want to do kickboxing, and I'm definitely going to do it. Like, I know I'm going to do it. I've always, like I said before, it's like if I'm going to put my mind to something, I'm going to accomplish it. It's gonna take some hard work. All this took hard work. This wasn't an overnight thing. This is since I was 17, this particular moment right here. So it's like it's just the time. It's I know I'm gonna do it. It's just when.
Yeah. How long is this place open?
I've had the key since February. I've been training people in here since April.
So if you got to look at it like this, words of like, I suppose, inspiration in some form of way. This happened to you back in March, and you've gone through that whole difficult situation, when you got the help that you deserve. And although you do have that trauma and your mindset freaks you out a little bit sometimes, of course, you're only human.
For sure.
But a year later, you opened up this place.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was a big deal.
In itself just really has to really put you into the mindset of like, although this is getting at me, I can keep going and I can, keep pushing forward. And, I think that with the mindset that you have in general, I've always seen from getting to know you over the past few years that you've always been cool, calm, collected, and just driven towards what it is that you enjoy the most, which is fitness, was boxing at the time, and now it's this. And I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that you're going to succeed with your knee.
Thanks,
and of course then in the future with this place, it's going to be absolutely banging and continue
I
a long way
appreciate
to continue, because it's not going to be the end of your situation. I'm sure at some point you're going to be like, I'm going to see you posting doing boxing again, and it's going to be like, I'm the first one to fucking comment.
I'm gonna do it.
Exactly, yeah. So
I'm gonna do it.
no, you'll definitely get there.
Yeah.
100%. So let's talk about this place.
Yeah.
Precision strength training.
Precision strength training.
Where did the name come from?
Oh man, precision. Well, when I was thinking about the name, I was really kind of thinking really what I was gonna do in here. I wanted things to be repeatable. Repeatable. You're gonna come in here and we're gonna work on your goals. It's not gonna be like, oh, today we're just gonna, let's see, well, we're gonna just work on your biceps today. It's not that. It's everything is really calculated how I do it. I have a spreadsheet. I write everything down. I'll ask the person, how are they doing? Like stuff like that. It's everything is with a purpose. Like I was saying before, with an intent. And that goes with my massage therapy. You need precision to kind of help somebody when you're putting pressure and really all that stuff. And precision really kind of resonated to me as a trainer, and also to what I wanted to accomplish in here. Which is provide a product that I can replicate every single time. You know what I'm saying? And it's more than just being accurate, but it's me being accurate every single time. That's really how the name precision kind of came to be.
Because that's how that's how you kind of like see results with it as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Because training is boring.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry guys, but training is boring.
Yeah,
You're gonna
it can be boring.
You're gonna repeat the same stuff over and over again, week in, week out, to get the results that you're looking for.
Yep.
And you just got to show up. And every now and then, it's going to be like, okay, I might just change this exercise up and blah. But for the most part, it's pretty much the same shit over and over again. And it's boring, but in a year's time, when you see yourself from point A to where you are now, it's just like, it's boring, but it's amazing.
Yeah,
and it makes me feel good, and it makes me stronger and stuff like that, which is great. But that's good. And then what is that's precision personal training. So what's kind of the mission behind what you're doing? I mean, it's just you here.
Kind of like what I was saying. It's like I wanted when I first got the place, I wanted to provide someone with an experience like no other experience when they walk into a gym. I mean, people walk in here and they're like, whoa, it's clean. Oh, it smells good. So that's like the first thing when you come in here. I want the environment to be very kind of inviting, and not have that intimidation when people go inside of a gym. Like when we would teach our classes, the music was super loud. We were like, yeah, let's get it, like that. So that's what I wanted to provide someone with like an elevated experience going to a gym. That's what I would have envisioned when I opened this space. I wanted it to be just inviting. I wanted it to be inviting, and I wanted someone to be in here and be like, hey, that's the gym that I go to. Yeah. That's the gym that I go to, and that's the trainer that I have. And I mean, I think I'm a pretty good trainer. I retain a lot of my clients.
So too.
Thanks, I appreciate it. And I wanted to provide someone just like a little piece of me. I think this fits. It fits me. This is my style of training. everything is in a specific spot. I do specific things for a specific reason. So that's pretty much it. Where what I want to do in here. Yeah, does that make sense? Did I answer your question?
Yeah, but I mean, like it's the exact same when I was talking about where you got your name from.
Yeah.
You know, and the training that you do, but you also want your gym to be
Yeah, exactly.
precise.
Exactly. Everything is precise.
This will hang up here, and the plant will go here, and the smell will smell like this,
Exactly.
and the comforting,
Exactly.
you know, environment will be like this.
It's the intent. There's purpose to everything in here. There's purpose to why I have that there, or why my bench is like this. It's there. Everything is. There's a reason why we're doing all this stuff. It's not like I'm just throwing this and throwing that to you. There's a purpose. There's a purpose.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's amazing. And then you just kind of stick mostly to group training. Do you do like classes or anything like that?
No, so no
Just
classes.
for the people listening, just in case. You know?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm located here in San Francisco in West Portal, which is it's a great neighborhood.
It's buzzing right now. I mean, there's people flowing past. You see people looking in, and you know, you got people with their kids and all.
Oh
right
yeah,
now. It's a busy neighborhood.
Very busy. I'm very grateful. But I do one-on-one. I do one-on-one personal training. I also do private group training with 2 to 3 people. I also do integrative massage therapy upstairs in my massage room. Yeah, those are the things that I really provide in here, and I just provide a level of care that I honestly I don't see a lot of that here, especially in the city. Like, I really give a damn. I give a damn about everything. Like my name, it needs to be in a specific way. It just goes with my personality and how I want things to be done. I provide something that I think it's you don't see it all the time.
Precision personal training. I just give it down.
Precision strength
Training.
strength
training. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so no, I'm very grateful. I cannot complain. My life is very, very good. I have a great family. I mean, I have this gym. This is what I envisioned when I was a kid. So it's like, I can't.
Vision has come to life.
My vision has come to life. My only complaint is my knee, but it's like, hey, it's getting there. I can't be so hard on it. Yeah. But yeah, man. That's pretty.
Awesome. And what's the plans? Is this now something that you want to do? Look, this is just you now, and you're going to do this forever, or are you like, you know what? Let's build a team. Let's bring this elsewhere. What's the vision? What's the future look like for?
Time will really tell. Time will tell. I mean, I like being the only trainer in here. I've worked under a ton of people. I've worked at a few gyms and really did my best to kind of elevate these gyms and elevate myself and just meet a lot of people. So I mean, it's nice. It's nice being by myself in here and I just opened too. It's like I said, I want it to be intimate. I like working with just one person at a time or 3 people at a time. It's quite nice not having 20 people in here, and it's but
one personality is enough. 10 personalities is like.
Yeah, it's hard, and I mean, I like it. I like having no.
Sanctuary.
Yeah, this is my happy place. It's like my apartment. It's like that's my home. That's my happy place. This is my happy place, and I want to invite people to come and join this little happy place. You know what I'm saying? So building the community is very important to me. It's very important. So yeah.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. That's really I don't know what this is. I know this is gonna bring a lot for me, and it already has changed my life.
Yeah.
But as for the next chapter, well, time will tell. We'll see. I have ideas. I'm gonna keep those to myself. But
yeah.
But yeah, man, we'll see. I know. Yeah, I'm not done. I'm not done. No, not at all.
See, that's the fucking mindset, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Good days and bad days. Good days and bad days. But my overall goal is still there.
Of course.
Like you said, I'm human. It's tough. Things get tough and life happens, and I'm more than a trainer, and people have their lives, and then they come in here. I want their lives to be kind of on pause, and whatever they're dealing with to be on pause when they're in here. For me, that's very important, and for me to provide something that meaningful to another person, because we're just doing exercises. It's not rocket science, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is science, but
it's not rocket science.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's nice. I mean, my experience has been great.
Yeah.
Great here. I love my clients. They're all my friends. I tell that to all my clients. I come to work and I'm chilling with my friends all day.
Yeah, it
nice.
is. I see them more than yeah, they're just
Yeah,
there, aren't they? And it's great. And
it's-
they're there, and you look forward to them coming through the door, and
For
you know
sure.
what to expect, and you've
For
heard about their
sure.
stories, their life, their family, and you ask them about it. And
Yeah.
at some point, you're like, oh yeah, no worries, I'll be at your birthday this weekend. That's all good, and that's what happens, you know.
It's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's fun. This is fun for me.
It is.
I get up at 4:30 in the morning. I'm here at 6. It's good.
Awesome,
It's
yeah.
good. Can't complain.
Good. I'm glad. I'm happy
Yeah,
for you, man.
man.
Congrats.
Thanks, brother.
You know, it's a
Appreciate
great place. You know, you say it, but I feel it as soon as I walked in. I was just like, amazing. You know, the
It was a
bathroom
team
smells
effort.
awesome.
Team effort. It was a team effort.
It's good, and you recognize that, and you know, I love that about you as well.
Thanks,
you know, if you had, this is how I kind of wrap it up as well. One inspiring thing to say to the people listening
the
today,
people.
something that you know, you've been through, or something that you can think about right now that you could say to the audience right now about that. It's like some sort of like inspirational kind of.
Dang, it may be a little cheesy. I don't know.
Don't worry about
follow your dreams.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear it all the time growing up by friends and parents and teachers. Follow your dreams. My dream was to get this, and I had a specific goal, and I really followed it. There were times where I like, oh, maybe I'm not going to be able to get this, but the goal has been the same, persevering and just keep at it. I think that's when it comes to this type of stuff and being a successful trainer or whatever, it takes perseverance, and it takes you have to put your blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying? You follow your dreams. I don't know.
It's great though. It is that, because you have a goal.
You have a goal.
And you've had this goal since you were, just a young lad.
Yeah.
And since then, you've been through all sorts of trials and tribulations, bumps and all sorts, and of course injuries and everything along the way. But nothing, regardless of how bad it was, has stopped you towards following your dreams.
Yeah.
Towards getting this position, and now you're here, and all this is your dream. Now it's all about let's make it even better and even bigger dream. You know,
Yeah, it's not linear.
It's not linear.
It's like you're gonna
Just like weight loss, it's not linear.
It's not linear. It's like you're gonna go through some stuff, and I've paid my dues. Like I won't go on and say it, but I've paid my dues for sure. And things have been very tough, and it's gonna still could be tough. Me still having this place, there's gonna be times where I'm like, damn, okay, you know, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, but it's just the perseverance, and you just kind of trying to get ahead. It's like what I've been saying. It's baby steps. It's baby steps has gotten me here. Baby steps is what's gonna get me to wherever I want. Yeah, I'm gonna have a setback, my knee. Yeah, but if you have that mindset of just wanting to accomplish something, I mean, just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
That's
just
awesome.
do it. It's gonna be tough, but hey, everything is tough.
Everything.
Everything is tough. You don't know if it's tough unless you do it.
Take
You
the
know?
risk.
This was tough.
Yeah.
Everything has been tough, but hey, I'm trying to be a good example. Good example for the people who look up to me, my 2 daughters. That's one of the biggest things why I'm in this position. Like, I'm gonna do it for myself, but I'm also gonna do it for my family.
Yeah.
You know, do it for my kids and just give them like,
There's a
hey,
bigger
dad,
purpose.
yeah, like dad could do this. Yeah, I think I could do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, it's been a struggle, but hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. Yeah, dude.
Carlos,
Hey,
my man.
dude.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
That was
anytime.
amazing.
Anytime.